Hey everybody, it's time for another In the Dock with Jeff. I'm Jeff from Road Warrior Entrepreneurs. So last night was a little bit interesting, you know, and it got me thinking, how do we react when things go south? Things went south for me a little bit, not too bad, nothing, you know, no wrecks or nothing, but I did blow a tire about 40 miles from my consignee. Luckily, I was really close to a rest area, like 100 yards to the off-ramp, so I got to park nice and safe instead of being stuck on the side of the road waiting for a road call. Took him about 8 hours to get a guy out there, get it fixed. There was a whole to do about that, but yeah, it may be late to my customers, so I'm delivering this morning instead of last night. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. Folks are pretty nice here. But yeah, it brings me to what I was thinking about. I've been thinking about this all night, you know. I'm talking to these people, trying to get service for the truck, trying to get a new tire put on. New tire, new mud flap. It's one of those things where the tire blew and the belt grabbed the mud flap and pulled it in. Luckily, it didn't grab both tires. That happens a lot. But so I'm talking to the lady for the road call, and the way she's talking, you can tell she's already been yelled at probably 200 times that night. And I remember thinking, you know, none of this is her fault. None of it. Not a single thing that's happening to me is her fault. You know, the only thing that she's responsible for is to talk to me, get my information, and get a guy out there to replace the tire and get me on my way. It's not her fault my tire blew. It's not her fault that that the dude's got 3 other people ahead of me. None of that. You know, and it's not the dude's fault either. It's not his fault. You know, they take these calls as they come. You first come, first serve. There's no reason to yell at a poor lady just because she gives you some news you didn't want to hear. And you know, 90% of the time, our problems are not their problems. It doesn't matter who you're talking to, whether it's an on-road, whether it's your dispatch office people, even the people loading and unloading your trucks. It's not their fault. Nothing's their fault, you know. That's about 90% of the time. Now, I get it. Every once in a while, you run into that dude that's really just bent on making your day all that little bit worse. But is it really going to help to throw that attitude back at him? I don't think so. It's best just to be like, okay, that dude's having a bad day. Bad day, dude. Here's my paperwork. What dock you want me in? And just leave it at that. I'm one of those people, I like to have short conversations with people because, you know, we're out here on the road by ourselves, so it's kind of nice to talk to another human being every once in a while. But man, if I run into one of those guys, it's strictly business. I'm not going to make his day any worse because he could make my day a whole lot worse. And you know, I get the frustration, especially at the grocery DCs. You guys that do that, you guys that do those reefers going into the groceries, man, I've done that a few times over the last 20 years, and every time I go to one of those places with one of those loads, I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing this again. But then, you know, they send me something that pays money and I do it anyway. Go figure. You know, and that's where I'm talking about the situation where you're already having kind of an iffy day. They are who they are, and grocery DC, whatever. Just do the business. Go back out to your truck. Whatever you got to do out there to calm down a little bit, it's just going to make your day that much better. You know, we do get to choose our attitude. I know a lot of people think that that's a woo-woo thing, but we really do. So when you're faced with these challenges out on the road, rather than getting all upset and contributing to that eventual inevitable heart attack that most drivers seem to be working on, just relax, man. Go out to your truck, call your friends, call your family, call your wife, I don't know, something. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today. I think it's gonna pan out okay today. I'll get done here and I'll go to the next one and we'll do it all again. Hopefully without the blown tire though, right? That would be great. So until next time, keep the rubber side down, and please guys, give us that thumbs up. Like the channel, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel. It helps us get the word out to that much more people. And yeah, I'm out.